watching Bulozi TV, the pride of Barote. We are broadcasting to you live from MONGU, Western Province. This is the news bulletin, and here are the stories that are making headlines. ECZ in MONGU district briefs election monitors ahead of polls. Chapter 1 Foundation holds stakeholders civic awareness meeting in MONGU. MATEMBO warns against alleged plans to stage election violence. And in sports news, Copper Queens bow out of WAFCON despite victory over Malawi. With the news in detail, my name is Celestina Tiankenji Mbewe. The Electoral Commission of Zambia, ECZ, in MONGU district has conducted engagement meetings to brief monitors, observers, election and polling agents for the 2026 general election in all the three constituencies across the district. The district electoral officer, Engineer Jones Siangandu, has urged the polling agents, election officers, monitors and observers to participate meaningfully in order to familiarize themselves with their roles and responsibilities during the elections.
Preparations for next week's general elections have entered another critical stage in MONGU district, with election stakeholders being equipped with the knowledge required to effectively carry out their responsibilities during the electoral process. The Electoral Commission of Zambia is holding orientation meetings for election monitors, observers, election agents and polling agents across the district's three constituencies in readiness for the August 13, 2026 general election.
We are meeting major stakeholders in the electoral processes. That is the polling agents, the election agents, monitors and observers. We are basically briefing them on their roles and their responsibilities during the 2026 general elections, before, during and after. So basically, this is what we are sensitizing them so that each categories know what responsibility they have during these electoral processes. They should know what they're supposed to do, where they're supposed to be, and at what time they're supposed to be in those areas.
Participants are expected to apply the knowledge acquired during the briefings as they monitor and participate in the conduct of the general elections across their respective polling stations.
As UPND, we are very geared that our agents will be very professional and will be able to carry themselves according to the discipline that UPND has always displayed in public.
We are ready. We are ready, and we are more than ready to send all our people in all the polling stations. This is to, we just want to fulfill the promises, the promise that we have for the people as NRP, UP. Then from there we are ready in the sense that we have been campaigning, so that I think we come into leadership and we cannot just let things just go on their own just like that. We just have to follow it up to the end. This is the battle, political battle, and for sure we are ready to take our people in every corner of every polling station.
The engagements are intended to provide participants with a clear understanding of their respective roles and responsibilities, while reinforcing the importance of professionalism, impartiality and adhere to the electoral guidelines throughout the election period. Mike Moya for Bulozi TV News in MONGU District, Western Province.
Chapter 1 Foundation has held a stakeholder engagement meeting in MONGU on legislative reforms and civic awareness ahead of the August 13 polls, in ensuring that every citizen in MONGU and beyond understands how to vote and why their choice matters under the new rules. Speaking at the event, COF Finance and Administration Director Mundia Isaac said the training is more than just transmitting ECZ's approved messages, but is about analysis by dissecting the amendments. He added that in terms of governance and advocacy, they hope to use the legal knowledge to advocate for credible, transparent, and peaceful electoral processes, It will demand the electoral authorities to adhere to the law and ensure the political actors are held to the high standards of integrity.
As the nation looks forward to the August 13th polls, Chapter 1 Foundation in MONGU has held a stakeholder engagement meeting with distinguished individuals from civil society organizations, community-based organizations, youths, women's organizations, faith-based organizations, among others. The one-day training is to ensure that every citizen in MONGU and beyond understands how to vote and why their choice matters.
We are here to dissect these amendments so you can answer to the hard questions. Do these changes enhance or hinder inclusive participation of our rural communities, women, and persons with disabilities? How do we combat the misinformation that is already circulating regarding voter eligibility and the new system? To simplify the complex legal jargon into local languages and relatable concepts, ensuring that every citizen in MONGU and beyond understands how to vote and why their choice and voice matters under the new rules.
So the whole emphasis is to equip the CSOs, faith-based organizations, communities, women organizations, with information around the electoral process and the electoral reforms, and as we build up to the 13th of August 2026.
The participants explained the importance of taking part in the training so they can be well informed and understand the legislative reforms and the electoral process.
Ma citizens participate ma constitution amendments yanaha nikintu yabuto kwa huru kakwirwa kona kuina zemwa kona kuzopoza aluzibi.
This is a very important meeting because we are going to be abreasted with the developments in the electoral process. It's very important for civil society to be engaged so that we know what is going on, so that we can give informed input to the process.
With just 7 days to go in order for the eligible voters to cast their votes in the nation, Chapter 1 Foundation is advocating for a credible, peaceful and transparent electoral process. Njumonya Siaminwe, Bulozi TV News, MONGU, Western Province.
Government has urged young people not to allow themselves to be exploited for political violence ahead of the August 13 general election, while appealing for peace participation in the electoral process. Speaking at a media briefing in Lusaka, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Home Affairs and Internal Security, Dixon Matembo, said government has received information about what is described as a planned, staged managed violence and urged anyone being pressured to participate to stay away. Matembo said the free education policy was intended to produce citizens capable of thinking critically rather than being misled into acts of violence.
I just want to urge the youth. I think we should also take advantage of this free education that has come. One of the advantages of free education is that we have the citizenry that is able to analyze issues progressively. Not people taking advantage of your ignorance. After they intoxicate you with dirty minds and they leave you. Be careful, youths don't be used. Mobile registration that occurred a few months ago. The nation should be aware that that program was done in phases and we are paying as it is now. Everyone who participated in the second phase are being paid, and we're going to do the payments in the third phase.
That radio station, the Hot FM, is propagating to try and mislead the public. If you listen to them, you may think in this country there's only one political party. They play messages of that political party. They play songs of that political party. The news is about that political party. The same one, the one which is PF, which has changed its name. That's all they do. And one may be misled to think that, well, that political party has paid for that airtime. I can stand here and challenge anyone to show me if they have paid a kobo to the radio station.
Civil rights activist Brebna Changala has called on President Hakainde Hichilema to address concerns over the acts of violence allegedly involving members of the ruling party. Speaking in an interview, Changala alleged that there has been police misconduct and party cadres being unleashed during political campaigns. Meanwhile, governance expert Wesley Mianda says it is the responsibility of every citizen to maintain peace during and after the elections. He has urged the ruling party that it has no reason to perpetrate violence, as its duty is to showcase government achievements.
As the country counts down to next week's general elections, calls are growing for peaceful and issue-based campaigns. Stakeholders who spoke to this reporter have expressed concern over the recent incidents and are calling for calm before and after the polls.
And to fight violence, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, if he was a genuine national patriotic citizen, was to condemn his own people. He was there to preach peace, love, and unity. And if indeed the last regime was mistreating the Lodis, the Tongas, and the Kachokwe, he is supposed to ask for reconciliation. That's what Mandela did. You do not go and preach hate and expect peace. It will not work. This violence can stop tomorrow morning or today evening.
Zambia is a Christian nation. These are just elections that should come and go. When you talk of belonging to different political parties, it does not mean that you should become enemies and they start killing each other. Those that are perpetrating violence, I wonder as to what goes through their minds, because, you know, political violence cannot make you win an election. In fact, it makes you lose popularity on the ground, and it makes you campaign for others, because those that you are mistreating today have their own supporters, have people who are sympathizing with them. So members of the ruling party, you have no reason to perpetrate violence. Why? Because yours is just to bring out all the achievements that this government has done. And this is the message that you should tell Zambians. This is the message that can help you get re-elected. Don't disrupt other people's meetings. That will not make you win an election. Let's do issue-based politics.
However, Inspector General of Police, Krathel Musamba, has ordered the immediate arrest of all those involved in the recent political violences.
No individual should imagine that political affiliation provides immunity from criminal prosecution. Anyone found wanting will face the full force of the law. Further, I have directed that a comprehensive review be conducted into the police crowd control and public order management operation undertaken yesterday in MONGU and Kalabo during the Tonse Pamosi Alliance campaign rally, where tear smoke was discharged. The review will also examine the disorderly conduct exhibited by some political supporters towards police officers during the operation.
Sioto Akavana, Bulozi TV News, MONGU, Western Province.
Lukulu North Mwandi Ward aspiring councillor on the National Reconciliation Party for Unity and Prosperity NRPUP ticket, Kakumbi Sikapa says he is confident of winning the August 13 general election. Speaking exclusively to Bulozi TV News, Sikapa said preparations have been completed following what he described as a successful campaign in Mwandi Ward and the district at large. He has expressed confidence that NRPUP presidential candidate Brian Munduvile will emerge victorious, citing the positive response received during the party's campaign tour of Western Province.
Lukatalima kawitukso waluna lubona kuli ngeni nakwate nikakuba kansela mwalukulu mwale mwanjuwaji lubona kuli lukondisize likakaofela mi lulivera fea lizazaila 13 August abako luvea sichabasalukulu mwa office aili kuwina we have already carried the day nikubona hape pati aluna mwa Bulozi aluti yekto punya kwa MONGU kutobona kamuhelo kona supose sulufa kulia kantifa mweteleli waluna ina Brian Munduvile ni Bulozi kaofela kela shimba kakubona fela kamuhelo kuzoka kaoma nkema mani utofuta mangango amoto ni lwampa Bulozi lushimbile mi sichaba silusepe falampi kuli luwinile kale unachomone luseri kufita mama kampeni mone luseri kufa ma message aruna batu baske bazwafaka kuli lampi kone pangamu buso this time around 2026.
Luwena constituency aspiring independent candidate Likando Sikubita has adopted a different approach to campaigning by giving voters an opportunity to openly discuss the challenges affecting their communities. Sakubita said allowing the electorates to voice their concerns helps leaders understand the people's priorities instead of imposing development projects, thereby ensuring that elected leaders deliver what communities actually need.
As campaigns remain ongoing ahead of Thursday's polls, aspiring candidates are coming up with innovative methods to spread their manifesto. Luena constituency aspiring independent candidate Likando Sakubita has resorted to get the views of the people instead. Representing the youths, Eric Matena Mangolwa urged the aspiring candidate to give them industries to keep them busy as well as a gravel for easier transportation for their products.
Nikamana kama yusi sina kana kakulina anisika suparaka lensa muyusi mayusi bakwalukulu na kwa mweke aluna ma industry tabaye mu Bulezi ya industrial agriculture ni ukusize hande neneka kwa hande kweza kuli anchalimira fali bara fale na bona masenke abenya kulikona industry ene babulera Likando Sakubita kuzwa for posta ya mweke kuya paskolo sa mweke ingeki 3.5 kilometers ani minzi yani muya musikazi bayezi mu msemwani bali mama garden mbonyi tomato na choka fresh na mombuleleze as agriculture person kuzusa likazalo na kulieza transport kulisa kwa MONGU kukato kwa gravel tarmac.
Education plays an important role in the lives of the people, and as such, Mweke senior resident Godfrey Samakai Pelekelo and women representative Namasiku Tabo advocated for rehabilitation of Mweke Secondary School.
Lukupakateni skolo saluna na secondary pamweke fa kinto lubilaza uyu boarding yaluna abana basikolo kwa bangata mubalo bala kuna kyalu kupakuti mukono kulutusa za teni zolo pili maluti baluna abana mandu fa bamba pila kupakira kuyanga Mungu kyakuli sholo mane babamu wanafaba batakunga ma transfer akuti secondary yana ba ikwale.
Reporting for Bulozi TV, I'm Bruce Masalela in MONGU, Western Province.
United Party for National Development, UPND aspiring Member of Parliament for Senanga South, Likando Mfelari, has reaffirmed his commitment to addressing key infrastructure and service delivery challenges in the constituency if elected on August 13th. Speaking after interacting with traders and residents during a market campaign engagement, Malawai thanked the people of Senanga South for their warm reception and continued support, describing the interaction as an important opportunity to hear directly from the community. He acknowledged that while the United Party for National Development UPND government has delivered significant development over the past 5 years, more work remains to improve the lives of the people.
As UPND, our district, we know that our people have challenges, and as a party we have done what we could to present and going forward, we want to understand further the strategies, 5-year ahead, what we need to do to our people. We know that there are some other issues that we have not done properly in the first step. There are other issues that need our attention. So it was quite a challenge. We are starting 5 years, and now going forward in the next part of 5 years, I think more will be done. We have done much, but more is yet to be done. So Senanga is not exceptional. We have challenges that need our attention. If you look into the market, the old market, the big ones there where there are several shops, we realize that there is no electricity or no proper connection. We work on that one so that our people can have proper lighting in that. Further, I think we have also now done, kept on just 130 watches. It could have been done, but everyone is looking everywhere, looking for something, but we have to fix that up so that we don't have a wastage of water. So I think going forward, we need to account for every point, account for everything that we are doing. So this is what we are doing, interacting with the people, urging them to vote for us, and we are very sure that come the 13th of August 2026, we are scooping Senanga South, and we are scooping it with a big money. The rest was fine.
Kande Ward aspiring councillors have all expressed confidence of emerging victorious in the forthcoming general election scheduled for August 13, 2026. Speaking in separate interviews with Bulozi TV News, both Mulowa Wamulume of the United Party for National Development UPND and Liamba Mukelabai of the Socialist Party said they are optimistic that the electorate will entrust them with the responsibility of representing the wards. They also appealed to residents to maintain peace before, during and after the polls while exercising their democratic rights to vote.
With only 7 days remaining before Zambians head to the polls, campaigns have intensified across the country as candidates make their final appeal to voters. In Kande ward of MONGU East constituency, candidates contesting the councillorship seat say they are confident of emerging victorious in the August 13 general election. United Party for National Development UPND aspiring candidate Mulowa Wamulume has urged the residents not to make what he described as the mistake of voting for the opposition. Wamulume says his development strategy is anchored on identifying problems, prioritizing the most urgent needs, and taking action. He says he has done his part by presenting his vision to the electorate and is now seeking the people's mandate to represent them. According to Wamulume, electing a UPND councillor will help accelerate development in the ward through close collaboration with the government. He has also pledged to work closely with the people to address their concerns.
IPA identify problems that is mwakande what then kwa luka is prioritize kwa nafikiri kama zote na kukalisa yukala kubereka yona action chale last 13 August kona kolo ya mina nane ze msebezo waka nichwale osiyezo kumsebezo mina kuona kule mweze ze lukela lekuli liyo ezande mi anga tani fezanga ni kwelanga kuli kande what our home our future together we can build kande kisiba kasaruna alubelekisana na moni kuli.
Meanwhile, Socialist Party candidate Liamba Mukelabai says he is confident that the people of Kande ward will entrust him with the responsibility of representing them. Mukelabai says serving as an opposition councillor would enable him to speak freely on behalf of the people without undue influence. He has promised to champion development that reflects the priorities and needs of the residents if elected.
Kakulale nikaba ma party yebusa
nekaba mutata hulu kubulela kakulukuluha kono ma opposition ni lukuluhile kuli sisika izala ka first force hala nakona kuta happy manene bakoma studios na kwani kutobiha nikubulela sya basaka ufela kuli ze force hala kize nize konda apelo katobihanga.
The Kande Ward councillorship race is expected to be closely contested as voters prepare to cast their ballots on August 13, 2026. For Bulozi TV News, Nathan Akufuna Wamundila in MONGU, Western Province.
We'll take a break. Stay with us.
Every celebration, there's a simple choice being made. To belong, count me in. In moments of love and promises for tomorrow, count me in. At the checkout line, in the middle of an ordinary day, a reminder that every number matters. Count me in. Across our communities, our streets, the same message finds us. Count me in. From the everyday worker to the hands shaping our future every day, the call is the same. Count me in. Around the traditions that bring us together, the message becomes impossible to ignore. Count me in.
This election season, your vote counts. Get your NRSC and voters card ready.
Count me in.
Healthness Medical Center, nurturing health, empowering lives. At Healthness Medical Center, we provide high-quality, accessible healthcare for individuals, families, and the wider community in MONGU and beyond. We focus on preventive care offering blood pressure, diabetes and cholesterol checks, HIV counseling and testing, and community health education programs. Our outpatient and maternal child health services support families with general consultations, antenatal and postnatal care, child growth and monitoring, nutrition counseling, and family planning. Our laboratory services provide routine tests, rapid diagnostics, and selected specialized tests, while our pharmacy ensures timely access to medicines with professional guidance. HealthNest is also here during emergencies, providing 24/7 care, stabilization, first aid, and referral services supported by rapid diagnostics and ready access to medicines. We help with recovery and rehabilitation through physiotherapy for children and adults, including clubfoot, fractures, cerebral palsy, neurological conditions, and soft tissue injuries. Our diagnostic services such as ultrasound and ECG help monitor progress, and ongoing preventive care supports long-term health. At Healthness Medical Center, we combine quality, compassion, and reliable care to nurture health and empower lives. You can locate us at 53120 Lusaka Road, Kambule, 7488 MONGU. Contact us on +2609729 926521. Our website www.healthnestmd.com. Healthnest Medical Center, nurturing health, empowering lives.
Daddy, what is Vapombwe?
Mapalo, I know you were still young, you can't remember. They once ruled us.
Is Vapombwe bad?
These people are thugs, criminals. They stole from us. We had no medicine in this country because of these people. They were even able to steal the money that is meant for people like your grandmother. The social cash transfer.
Even money meant for Bambuya.
These people terrorize citizens. People were not freely able to visit the markets. If they found you dressed in the attire that they don't like, people were beaten. Others were even killed.
This is scary. How can you stop Vapombwa from coming back?
We have got the power of the vote. You know, everyone should go and vote on the 13th of August.
On August 13th, vote for Hakainde Hichilema as President of Zambia. And let's continue moving Zambia forward together.
Thank you so very much for staying with us. We continue with the news and now straight to our sports item. The Copper Queens were on Wednesday knocked out of the group stage of the 2026 Total Energies WAFCON despite recording a 2-1 victory over Malawi. The Copper Queens finished the group stage with 6 points but missed out on a place in the knockout rounds after Malawi and Nigeria progressed from Group C on the tournament's tiebreaker rules. Zambia made the perfect start with captain Barbara Banda opened the scoring inside the first minute. The tournament's leading scorer unleashed a powerful long-range strike to net her 5th goal of the competition. The Copper Queens continued to create chances and nearly doubled their lead in the 18th minute, but Irene Lungu, well-taken free kick, was pushed away by Malawian goalkeeper Messi Sikelo. Zambia got their second goal 8 minutes before half-time after Margaret Belem picked out Priska Chilofya with a cutback from the right, and the forward calmly fired home to give the Copper Queens a comfortable 2-0 lead. Malawi pulled 1 goal back in the second half, setting up a tense finish. Both teams created opportunities in the closing minutes, with Zambia pushing for more goals as goal difference proved crucial in the face of qualification. And that sport item brings us to the end of the news. But before we go, here is a recap on the headlines. ECZ in MONGU district briefs election monitors ahead of pause. Chapter 1 Foundation holds stakeholders civic awareness meeting in MONGU. MATEMBO warns against alleged plans to stage election violence. And in sports news, Copper Queens bow out of WAFCON despite victory over Malawi. You can always watch our bulletins on TopStar channel 120 in MONGU, Limulunga, Nalolo, Chongwe, Lusaka, Chilanga, parts of Senanga, Kalabo, Rufunsa and the surrounding areas. On Facebook, we are Bulozi TV. This has been Celestina Tiankenjimbewe with the news bulletin on behalf of the entire production crew. Thank you for watching Bulozi TV and enjoy the rest of our broadcasting.
Amen.